Hello students, welcome for this next video lecture. Previously we have studied the social structure and what is the relation of social structure and human rights. And again we have studied how the social structure that is set in our society is indirectly violate the human rights of the common people. For example, there are rich people and poor people in the same society, and somehow that rich people violates the basic human rights of poor people, and it is happening. It was happen in the ancient times, and it is happening right now indirectly, but we can't see it. Okay, and it might happen in the future also. It might be happening around you, but you can't see that. Okay, so we studied the social structure and its relation with human rights. Okay, and right now we are going to study in this current video, and we are proceeding the unit number 4. And in that unit number 4 we may study the points like communal harmony, how we can establish the communal harmony in the society, how the social problems, social issues are raised in the society, how the political agents or politicians use the religion as a play card to get the votes, from the people in the society, and they play the play cards of religion. Okay, and we may see this issue in our current video lecture. Again we may discuss the problem of unemployment, problem of bonded labors, and in what way the human rights are violated. Okay, so these all things we may study in the forthcoming videos. So let us move on. Currently we may study discuss about the communal harmony. So let's go. So see here the rising trend of communalism. We may in several slides we may discuss about the concept of communalism. What is that communalism? Again we may see how that communal harmony, or what are the causes of communalism, what are the steps to solve the communalism. We may study all these things in this current video. See, the rising trend of communalism and the accompanying violence have created a feeling of insecurity among the religious minorities and ethnic groups. Okay, so communalism is happening there, and communal violence is also happening in the society, and we are feeling the insecurity among the religious minorities. Okay, so we know there are six religious minorities, and those includes Muslims and Sikhs. Muslims, Sikhs, again Buddhism, Jainism, Jain, Buddhism. These are also considered as minorities. Okay, so Muslims and Sikhs in particular fear discrimination and confrontation in the days to come. And Muslims, Sikhs, and other religious minorities in India are protected by the Constitution, which provides for the existence of perfect justice, tolerance, equality, and freedom. But in an age in which religious fundamentalism is on the verge of becoming religious bigotry, intolerance, and narrow mindedness, the notion of Ram Rajya, that is Hindu rule, it might be happening. I'm not fully consent or agree with these all things, but somehow it is happening indirectly. We see the several news on media, we observe something is happening there, but we can't say that is it real or not. Okay, so there is bigotry, intolerance, or narrow mindedness because of some uh, Hinduism or Hindutva. Okay, it might be happening or not. We may discuss, or we may get the experience in forthcoming days. If it is not happening, then it's okay, and if it is happening, then there may be a threat of violation of basic human rights. Again, see, communalism is an ideology. So it is not only a term, it is an ideology. Okay, in which that states that society is divided into religious communities. Communalism is an ideology which states that society is divided into religious communities whose interests differ and are at times even opposed to each other. Okay, whose interest is different than regular. Okay, we are living in the society. As a human being we have different interest. or we have special interest, but religious communities have a different interest. Okay, then the antagonism practiced by the people of one community against the people of other community and religion can be termed communalism. We have different interest. As our own religion we have special interest. As our own religion we may have mal interest or another interest in other religions. Okay, that is called communalism. So this antagonism goes to the extent of falsely accusing, harming, and deliberately insulting a particular community, and extends to lootings, burning down the homes and shops, dishonoring women, and even killing persons. So these are the effects. These are the effects of communalism. We may say afterwards again. So communal persons are involved in that communalism. They spread the communalism, and those people are called communal persons. Especially what is called here communal persons? Let us see. So communal persons are those who practice politics through religion. They practice politics through religion. As I said before, the politicians or some people play the card of use the card of uh, communalism, or use the card of religion to have the votes, but indirectly it may have bad effects on the society. So among leader, those religious leaders are communal, who run their religious communities like business enterprises and institutions. These things you might be observed, or this might you might be seen several movies in which you observe or watch out such things, how that communalism is spread. Then communal is not one communal is not one who is a man of religion, but one who practices politics by linking it with religion. Okay, communal person is not a man of religion, but the person practices politics by linking it to the religion. It means that we do the politics with the help of religion, and that is not a good sign of uh, communal harmony. So these power politicians are not good Hindus nor good Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Parsis, or Buddhists. They can be viewed as a dangerous political scum, and for them, God and religion are merely instruments to be used to live luxuriously as the kind parasites of society, and to attain the political goals. So you know parasites. Parasites mean the those who are depend upon something. Those are called parasites. Okay, even you may observe the several animals and several plants who develop themselves as a parasite. Okay, so these communal people are parasites because they had ill will. They want to attain the political goal with the help of religion. Then let us see the features of communal rights. Because of that communalism, there is communal rights is increased or developed or emerged. And what are the features of communal rights? Let us see. Communal rights are more politically motivated than fueled by religion. Communal rights are more politically motivated than it is fueled by religion. So, besides political interest, economic interest too play a vigorous part in fermenting communal clashes. This political interest and economic interest give fermentation to the communal clashes. Then the probability of recurrence of communal riots in a town where communal riots have already taken place once or twice is stronger than a town in which riots have never occurred. Means in one city it is occurred, in one city, or once or twice that communal riots has already occurred, but if it happens in other city, its degree is high. Okay, it may occur in large extent as compared to the uh, previous cities in which it happened recurrently. Then most communal rites take place on the occasion of religious festivals. These are mostly these communal rites take place on the occasion of religious festivals like Diwali, Eid, or some other rituals. Okay, or other religious festivals. So the use of deadly weapons in the rites is on the ascendancy. We may observe the deadly weapons are used in these communal raids. Again, let us see what are the causes of communal conflicts. Communal raids are arise due to the communal conflict, and communal conflict is planted in the society by the politicians who has goal to get the vote by the name of religion. Okay, so different scholars have approached the problem of communal violence with different perspectives, attributing different causes and suggesting different measures to control it. Okay, so these different scholars have approached the problem of communal violence with different perspectives, attributing different causes and suggesting different measures to control it. And the Marxist school related to communalism, the economic deprivation, and to the class struggle between the haves and have-nots to secure a monopoly control of the market forces. So haves and have-nots means haves is the category of those people who have all the control over the people, who have all goods. Those are satisfactory people. Those people, those category of people having all things, and have-nots means those people doesn't have anything, means so-called poor or deprived people. Those people comes in the category of have-nots. Okay, and this is the philosophy of Marxism. Again, political scientists view it as a power struggle. Here, scientists observe that it is a kind of power struggle. Okay, and these the categories of haves always try to always have a monopoly, always have the control over the market forces. Hmm? Then sociologists, we observe here that the perspective of scholars, the perspective of Marxism, the perspective of political scientists. Let us see the perspective of sociologists. So sociologists see it as a phenomenon of social tensions and relative uh, deprivations. Okay, deprivations. So these are the several causes of communal conflict. And last one is the religious experts perceive it as a diadem of violent fundamentalist, and conformist. Okay, so we observe that the perspectives from the scholars, Marxism, political scientists, then sociologists, then religious experts, and in what way they observe communalism, we observe just. Again, another causes of communal conflicts are social factors, religious factors, political factors, legal factors, economic factors, psychological factors, administrative factors, historical factors, local factors, and international factors. So these are the several factors which causes the communal conflicts. So we observe the meaning of communalism. Then we observe the communal people. Again, we observe what is their ill will, why they spread the communalism. Again, we also observe the causes of communal conflicts or communal rights, and let us see what are the consequences of communal conflicts. If there is a communal conflicts or communal rights, what are the consequences? Let us see here. The greatest sufferers of communal violence are the innocent common people who get caught inextricably into circumstances beyond their control. So most of the victims are poor people, common people. Then there is an avoidable loss of life, and essential public property gets damaged. Because of this communal violence, public property is lost or damaged. Then it lends to hooliganism, and the situation is often exploited by antisocial elements by plundering and indulging in activities only for their personal gains. If there is communal rights, so other people try to get the benefit of this communal violence. Okay, then anti-national elements get adequate opportunity to fan anti-national feelings and work on creating an atmosphere to break the cohesiveness of our society. So anti-national elements try to break the cohesiveness, unity of our country, of our society. Then atmosphere of us. The next consequence is that the atmosphere of uncertainty and internal turmoil decides the foreign investors to set up their businesses in India. Okay, if their communal conflict or violence is happening again and again, then it creates a ground, it creates a fertile ground to the businesses from foreign countries. Then these are the several scenes you might see. It might be scene of a Godra massacre. Hmm? Again, there several people are engaged in killing and looting and burning the public property, then private properties. Okay, see, this is a religious people who are burning and making the havoc in the society. So let us see overall consequences of communal violence or communalism. First is the dignity of individual may suffer. Dignity of an individual got suffered. Then unity and integrity of the nation may see an adverse jolt. Unity and integrity of the nation may be in danger. Then law and order challenges may increase. Law and order cannot be maintained at that time. Then business confidence may plummet. Again, a communally charged atmosphere may spike social polarization. Then social harmony is critical for smooth functioning of trade and business, and political socio uncertainty may increase risk of doing businesses. And these are the overall causes of communal conflicts or communal violences or communalism. Then we may have some doubts or we may have several questions in our mind. Can we not stop this communal violence or communal conflicts? Are there some measures or are there several steps to handle this communal violence? Yes, it is available. So let us see those steps to handle communal violence. Okay, so see, quick and appropriate decisions by the administration. Quick and appropriate decisions should be taken, must be taken by the administration. How? See, after identifying the type, stage, and gravity of the disturbance, must take immediate actions to mitigate the losses and be proactive to requisition and move the resources and detain personnel with the provocative behaviors. Means at the spot or at that time at the situation, if any personnel means officer who is giving provocative speeches or is doing provocative behavior, then at on the spot that personnel should be detained. Hmm? Okay, then police forces especially trained for the purposes. If such kind of situations are arising recurrently, then police forces should be trained for handling such situations. Okay, they must be promptly deployed in adequate numbers with the requisite equipment and proper gear to handle situation at the physical as well as emotional level. Then then proper delegation of responsibility and authority must be defined so that no one looks over the shoulder at the time of crisis. It's also very important to hold person in charge accountable for any misgiving or overreach of authority. Means someone should be given the responsibility to handle such situations. Okay. Again, see here, next steps. Then during the outbreak of a riot, the local people must be regularly kept updated regarding the prevailing situation through various forms of media, which must be controlled to ensure it doesn't aggravate the situation further. Means such kind of situation should not be arised again in future. That kind of precaution should be taken by the media also. Okay, because media plays vital role in such kind of situations. Then prior to the actual build-up of tension, licensed weapons such as revolvers, guns, and corrosive materials must be seized. Then ensure the protection of identity and security of informers and witnesses to encourage more and more people to come forward. Then states must maintain emergency funds for the procurement of basic items such as medicines and food. or for compensating the losses of the people. So some several people are the victims. If they are victims of this situation of this communal rights, then those that situation should be maintained properly. Okay, and some emergency fund should be emergency fund should be given to the victims. Again, law and order in a state is a state subject. However, during an exigency like a communal right, the district collector may not be able to control the situation effectively at panchayat and block level. Okay, at this time, sarpanch play the important role because he knows well who are the people might be responsible for that. Okay, so hence the panchayat sarpanch should be given magisterial powers and bestowed with justifiable duties to stop spreading of communal tensions. Again, the states the states must be uh, proactive to stock required items in adequate quantities and supply without delay, such as blankets, napkins, syringes, soaps, sanitary pads, medicines, bandages, scissors, food, water, books, stationery items, kitchen items, etc. Okay, so such kind of steps must be taken to handle communal violence. Another steps are here, it's available here. The safety and security of the most vulnerable section, that is women, children, old and infirm, must be the topmost priority. The election commission should closely watch public speeches and parliamentary addresses of leaders and serve notices or file FIRs against anyone who makes provocative statements in relation to the communal right incidents. Means such kind of statements should be avoided. And if someone is doing such kind of provocative statements, means after listening those statements, other other religious party may raise or they again involved to increase that communal violence, and it should be stopped there. Then cyber police should be watchful of posts made in the social media and websites carrying any provocative content with the aim of spreading communal tension and bring to book such people. Okay, then communal harmony. So we are moving forward that how we just observe the causes of communal violence or conflict. Again, we also observe the common features of communal harmony, communal violence, and we also observe what are the steps to be taken to handle such communal violence or conflict. Okay, and we may study or observe here how the communal harmony can be established. So what is that communal harmony? So communal harmony is necessary for every nation. If there is communal conflict, opposing to that, there must be communal harmony. We should maintain the communal harmony in the society. But how or what is that communal harmony? See here. And what is the need of that communal harmony? We may study. So communal harmony is necessary for every nation. Only if there is peace and harmony in the country can it grow. India is known for communal harmony which has to be maintained. And India is known to maintain communal harmony even as people of different religions and castes reside here. We know very well how to maintain the communal harmony. Okay. Again, it is known for its secular ways. Again, communal harmony is the hallmark of democracy in a country governed by the rule of law. So this is here we observe what is that communal harmony and how it is maintained in our country. So see here 10 beautiful stories of communal harmony that restored our faith in humanity and our country. Okay, here are some facts. Here are some facts given, and by observing those images or these stories, we say that really our country or our Indian people are very much they are able to control such kind of communal violence, communal rights or communal conflict by observing these 10 stories. 10 beautiful stories means examples we may observe. See here in forthcoming slides. Let us see in what way we have become successful to maintain the communal harmony in the society. See, we had to look around very little in order to find beautiful examples. What is title given? To 10 beautiful stories of communal harmony that restored our faith in humanity and our country. So we had to look around very little in order to find beautiful examples of religious harmony in India today, and where people from different faiths come together in the spirit of humanity, celebrating India's diversity and rich heritage of tolerance. Again, here 10 examples are given of friendship, love, and selflessness by people of different allegiance towards those from other backgrounds than theirs. So, they are bound to restore your faith in humanity and your country. So, see, first example of first story is that when Hindus and Muslims shared some moments of grief together. Okay, Hindu and Muslim residents of Sendwa town in Barwani district of Madhya Pradesh came together to cremate 75-year-old Sitaram, who had no family member left behind, and people from both the communities attended his funeral ceremony and cremated him with full honor. Okay, this is the one example. Then when Muslims paid respect to a Hindu martyr, what is this story? Let us see. A mosque in the Malappuram city of Kerala continues with the tradition of celebrating an 18th century Hindu martyr even today. And his name was Kunhelu, and he is a respected legendary figure. It is believed it is believed that Kunhelu lost his life along with 43 Muslim warriors in a battle when the then ruler of Kozhikode attacked Malabar about 290 years ago. And Cornelio belonged to the goldsmith community, and he joined his Muslim friends in the war which started over an issue of tax collection. And every year, a group of Muslims gather at a Walangari Jumma Masjid to pay homage to the martyr who is buried at the mosque. The descendants of Konelu are also invited during prayer meetings. So this is the second story of our example of communal harmony. The third story is that when Hindus and Sikhs helped repair a mosque, so people from the Sikh and Hindu communities helped repair an old mosque in Nathwal village near Ludhiana. They also took care of more than 65% of the repair expenses, and the project cost was around rupees 25 lakh, of which rupees 15 lakh was contributed by Sikhs and Hindus. The three communities live in a peace in this village. Muslims and Hindu contributed to the Gurudwara work as well. So there are 10 stories given here, or 10 examples given here, that can be seen as an maintaining the communal harmony. Okay, so let us stop here. We may discuss the remaining part of this video, remaining part of the PPD in next video lecture. So let us stop here. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.